Welcome back to WWTA Gaming. I got something very exciting and hilarious at the same time, which will really spark a conversation. First and foremost, we're going to see some video that does not belong to me. All right, let me say that loud and clear. We're going to see some video that does not belong to me. Now, let's find out exactly. I'm going to post it so you can see and know exactly where to go. We're not going to look at the whole video, obviously, because it's not mine. So we're going to pretty much check out. We're going to check out a video from Game 3 for Life 3, or that Game for Life. I'm sorry. What a degenerate. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? It's Game for Life. This video's got 51,000 views at the time of me checking it out 4 hours ago. I'm sorry, the channel has 51,000 viewers, I guess. I'm sorry. The video has 343 views. And the video has turned GTA 5 into a racing game with add-ons, map, and insane realistic graphics. Now, again, you know, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5 online. You know, I love race car games. I'm into that sim racing, and you know, I got my wheel and all. So I'm watching this video, and you're probably seeing it running in the background now. So you're not going to see the whole video. I got little snippets of it. You're going to have to go to the channel Game for Life and watch the whole video. And I advise you go check out the whole video. It's very interesting that this is a game changer. So, I mean, it's very simple. And why does Rockstar have all the answers? Like, I don't think people. I'm really like. Okay, so they got the Rage engine, right? And I never thought about this, but when you play Grand Theft Auto, they have all the car dynamics and everything built in there. Like, I don't know if they intentionally did that to try to make, you know, Grand Theft Auto like a sim game, but it's like, is that what you were going for? But somebody, all the information, I'm going to post all that information so you can see it. You're probably looking at it now, maybe. But so with all these, I don't know who created this. This is just mind blowing at this point, because here, you know, it's very simple at this point to, you know, Rockstar could really actually take all their assets that they have now and make a race car game. Isn't that weird? Of course, they would have to get rights to use, you know, certain cars for the game, but like, they literally all they have to do at this point is literally go, you know, how they map they go on the actual race courses, and then they you know, do the digital recording of it or whatever, and that's how they, you know, laser scan it or something. So they could laser scan a bunch of tracks and then make a game. Like, Rockstar could make their own racing game and have that in their lineup of games that they own. Like, I don't know if they'd ever thought of this, but with the Rage engine in Grand Theft Auto, based on what we're seeing in this video from the add-ons and everything put together, somebody else has put all this together. So it's only like, wow, what could Rockstar do? Couldn't they literally, they could give us actual racetracks, they could get them laser scanned, bring them into the game. They don't have to go through all the technicalities of trying to make every little thing, because, you know, there's enough sim games out there. But to actually make a fun arcade game, think about this, right? Let's think about the Need for Speed Underground games. Like, Need for Speed would be done if this happened. Just think about that. You've already got the customization of the vehicles in Grand Theft Auto already. So you got auto shop. So you've got an auto shop. You've got a city to drive around, right? You can do race events. They already do race events. They just didn't iron everything out. At this point, all they need to do is add in the mod for using a steering wheel, right, and pedals. They can add that mod. Oh my gosh. So I was talking to a friend earlier today, and we were having a, y'all gonna get it all. Don't even worry about it. You gonna hear everything. Cause I told y'all when I start talking about this Grand Theft Auto, it's so many things happening here. So I'm talking to a friend of mine. I get to explain to him, about the new things that Grand Theft has added in, and he was like, he hadn't played in a long time, and so I was telling him about stuff they're adding in. He was like, oh man, that's kind of like they're prepping to bring in some of these other mods, like the police mod, and and I was like, well, I've got a clip where I punched a guy while I was waiting for something to happen. I punched a guy by accident, and then while standing there, an emergency squad shows up. And they hop out and they go over there, and I think they said something like, "Oh, this guy's dead on arrival," or something like, "There's no helping him," or something like that. And they left the guy laying there, and they went and got back in the emergency vehicle, the ambulance. And they cut the lights off and they drove. It was hilarious. But I was like, wait a minute, bro. So Grand Theft Auto really is it like a sim? Is it like I don't know what to call this game at this point, because they've got so many aspects that they can do. You're looking at somebody who's literally showing us and Rockstar that there's a racing game within Grand Theft Auto, right? They could put they could do a fantasy race car track and put it on the map, okay? They can create a racetrack area, and they can put a racetrack on the map that you can go to and do events. And the funny part is you can do 3 or 4, because it's an imaginary city. It's Los Santos, right? It's an imaginary city. So you could actually put racetracks and have race day events instead of just, you can do your scrambles across the city. Of course, they could do it a lot better than what they're doing it. I would assume a modder could do a better job than that, obviously, like with their eyes closed, because these modders are killing it. Like, look, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? The modders are killing it. You've got Need for Speed Underground. They had a better way of showing you how to race through the city, obviously. And so I think some of these things Rockstar should incorporate. Rockstar, I mean, everybody's pumped up for Grand Theft Auto 6. And I'm looking at it like, let's not even go there yet. Let's hold on and deal with what we have already. There's a lot. Come on. As a sim game, you can add the ambulance job. You can add the police job. So you have a lot of breadth for economy. Now we're talking about a race car game. You don't have to incorporate all this into GTA. You can literally make a race car game, because we can see from this video footage that there's a race car game within it. You can just build off of the race engine, the race car game, right? But even still, it's like, wait a minute, in the game I can, like, these are mods for the game. Of course it's going to be single player. These mods are for single player. I get that, but then, whatever. But then again, they're playing other people, so I guess it's online to degree or server. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know. We'll have to get into the information and try to figure that one out. But it's like all the race car games, they're struggling to make a good, fun race car game. And then we're looking at Rockstar's game, GTA, and they have everything already set up and ready to run. The crash physics. I mean, come on. You got Forza out here trying to tell us, oh, we've got mastered, we hooked up the crash and stuff, and you see little wrinkles in the car, and like, okay, bruh, come on, bro. Let me tell you about GTA. You can be running down the roads in GTA and you hit something hard and you tear the front end of your car up. Guess what you ain't going to be doing when you try to take off? Taking off. You're not going to do it. Your car going to be slow and garbage. Imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine now, Need for Speed. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine now you got a GTA race car game, or you're in the GTA game and you're doing a real race. And somebody plows you and they take you out the race. They literally you're done. Just imagine, let me help y'all understand the imagination with all this. Just imagine somebody took the time to do better race car tracks for GTA, okay? We don't even need a race car track. Just a better map through a city for a race, right? And maybe some of the streets are closed off for, like, you made a circuit, right? Better than what it looks like now. Just imagine that, right? Because you do have that racing in GTA. I mean, it's there, but GTA could use the graphic fix first. I know it's going to be intensive on people's GPUs and CPUs, but didn't y'all just do an update for the consoles and they got the updates to where they can drop the resolution and bump it up, and it automatically does it inside the game. The game does it so you can get a better frame rate and everything else. So come on, it's like y'all holding out. Rockstar, is y'all holding out? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to have to copy my folder and try this, but this is amazing. This shows us that for a race car game, Rockstar has the potential to do a lot of things. Like, I don't see why they're worried about money if they just get developers, and they don't even need developers, right? All these modders that are taking the time to do this. Oh, I forgot to finish the conversation earlier. You see what happens when I get to talking about, I get so excited. So of course they have developers, but modders are developers, right? So my homeboy was telling me, my friend Earl was telling me, he was like, yo man, there's a game called Farm Sim, and they've incorporated the modders menu into the game. And he was like, all the different mods that you might want to add to the game, you can just add them from a modders menu. And I was like, oh man, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Left 4 Dead, right? And I was like, oh, I remember way back when Left 4 Dead, you can just go and pull content, mod content from Steam Workshop. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right, the workshop. So we were talking about this, and it's like, do you know, and as he explained it to me, Rockstar could really do a modders menu. They can screen the mods that they want to be allowed in the game, debug them, and make sure there's no issues or anything going to mess up the game. Test the mods out and put those in the modders menu that you'll see when you enter the game. So you just open up the modders menu and you'll install before you play the game. You'll install just like Left 4 Dead. It'll do an install of the mods that you want to run. And in which course you can delete them later on if you don't like them. But it's a modders menu that will allow you to bump things up. So let's say, for instance, on the PC, your computer's good enough to actually handle some better graphical effects, right? So you can open up the modders menu, scroll through, update it of course, scroll through, and then install that new mod that they've already verified and debugged and have accepted. Now, what does this mean? This means Rockstar would be responsible for paying modders for creating stuff, right? Like, and so of course you can send it in, but who wants to just keep making stuff and not get paid? Of course you could be like, okay, so that mod for you to download and install might cost, I don't know, $1.50 or $2, and in which case Rockstar could charge I don't know, the modder for making it 50 cents of that sale, and then they get the dollar themselves for everybody that downloads that mod. And I just want you to think about this. Business would be great for modders. Modders would be coming out in droves trying to perfect their stuff, right? And then they could do a royalty fee of 10 cents or 5 cents for an update. Just business. People got to make money. I'm not out here trying to, I want people to make money. Come on, listen to me. So, you could have like an update on the mod. If the modder doesn't update to make something better, there could be like a 5 cents charge that, you pay. And they could figure out a way to do this within. So let's say, for instance, you've got 10 mods and all of them could be updated for like, I don't know, 50 cents. And then you could pay 50 cents, right, to Rockstar and have and they could make a mod menu for this. You know what I'm saying? World of Warcraft has the curse. Or is it called Curse Wolf or something now? It used to be called Curse back in the day. But it's like Wolf something now. But anyways, it's the same point. So these things could be set up, and Rockstar could handle it and debug and make sure everything's legit. So literally, it's really in Rockstar. We don't need to talk about Grand Theft Auto 6 just yet, because if they can figure this stuff out here, of course another story will be great, so you'll want your GTA 6 for that. But most people, and I think I could be wrong, are enjoying the online aspect of it, in which case you can just give us downloadable content and give us the ability to upgrade the graphics through mods. You know what I'm saying? So if you just give us a mod menu that we can install mods from that you've already debugged and tested and made sure they're legit, you know what I'm saying, then technically, you could just I don't know, when you have some downloadable content, like you could probably do two major content downloads. Look at Elder Scrolls. The downloadable content, they might charge $29 or $30 for that stuff, and you have a whole nother game story. You see what I'm saying? So that's something, just some ideas of what they could do for the money side. But I mean, after seeing this, the potential is ridiculous. Think about all those guys that are playing Assetto Corsa, right? They are making mods for that game all the time, right? Well, look, you got a whole race car game that could be built here, and somebody's showing us. So all those modders over there is like, look, man, and this has got better damage sim ability for races. I mean, come on, man. This is great. This is great. I just wanted to share this. You should be seeing all the information on the screen. Go check the video out. Like I said, you only get to see bits and pieces here. Go check that video out and get into that the extra information, because you might want to download it and try it. I'm probably going to look at it when I get time, see how difficult it's going to be for me to get all this stuff up and running. I know I got to do a copy of my game folder and so, but whatever. It's awesome. It's got me asking questions. You can hear I'm excited, and I got a bunch of questions. You guys got any comments? Get down there below, drop that comment, and yeah, I think modders can get it done. I think, those people playing Assetto Corsa, y'all better look over here at GTA. I think something can be done over here with that racing. So anyways, I'll catch you all in the next episode.